for joining me in another video today. With me is Malcolm, a Tesla Model X Plaid. I want to give a special thanks to one of my viewers for letting me borrow their car for today. If you have an EV I can review, email me at info@kaisev.com. It's been a while since we looked at the Model X, so I'll go over everything, not just the new stuff. This EV is always so much fun because it has so many quality of life features. As of December 2022, the base Plaid Model X costs $138,990. That's not cheap, though you do get some pretty amazing stats. This performance SUV is capable of doing 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds, and you've got 1,020 horsepower under the hood. It has a top speed of 163 miles per hour, and if you live life a quarter mile at a time, you'll be doing that in 9.9 seconds. I need to reiterate that this is an SUV. Those stats on any car are impressive, but they're just crazy in a vehicle of this size. Depending on what features you go for, you can get a range of up to 351 miles in the dual motor trim and up to 333 miles in the tri-motor trim. This configuration we're driving today with the 3 motors and 22-inch wheels will be able to travel 311 miles. Let's take a stroll around the Model X. This particular car was originally painted midnight silver metallic, but has been wrapped in matte white and given a few extra touches. On the exterior of the car, it looks very similar to the previous model years. The main difference on the front fascia is the lights on the bottom. Tesla has unified its design language across the entire lineup and now has the same style of fog lights on all of its cars. Funny enough, this version looks closer to the prototype Model X than what we got on the production one in 2016. Upcoming S and X cars also will be lacking the ultrasonic sensors and will be relying entirely on Tesla Vision for parking. It also has 8 cameras around the car for autopilot and FSD. These headlights are unique to the Model X, and each LED is individually controllable, so you can get the best light show experience in the lineup. Under the hood, we have our front trunk. It's pretty large, so you can fit quite a bit up here. It's a pretty big front, but does it pass the blue cooler test? It fits in, but yeah, this is not gonna close. I'm not gonna slam it or anything, I'm just gonna cover it at the top. That's okay. Still fits a lot more. Unfortunately, it's not a powered frunk, so you'll have to manually open and close it. I think the frunk is the only thing that could be considered manual. Everything in this car is automatic, meaning you unlock the frunk with your phone, car, or fob, but you actually have to lift it up. First world problems. This front windshield is very large and goes back behind the driver's head. There aren't any beams, so you get this really nice unobstructed view of the road. Next up are the doors. All 4 of the doors are able to be opened remotely and are completely motorized, but let's focus on the front 2 for now. These handles here aren't like in any other Tesla cars where they pop out. You simply push in on it and they open for you. The driver door will also open automatically when it senses you walking up to it. One additional thing with the driver door is that if you push the brake pedal with the door open, it'll close for you. It's like having a robot butler open and close the door for you. If you're picking up a friend, you can even open up the passenger door to let them in and then close it for them right from the comfort of the driver's seat. Who says chivalry is dead? Let's keep moving back to the rear doors. This is what makes the car unique, the Falcon Wing doors. They give this car such a cool look when they're open and make ingress and egress for rear passengers easy. These doors have 2 joints on them, which helps them open up in tight spots. They're able to open with only about a foot or 2 of room on each side. When given limited space, they'll open upwards first and then fold the door out. These doors are also controllable with the options mentioned before, or these buttons on the B-pillar. I can't get over these doors, they're just so cool. I know these types of doors are certainly not needed, though they are useful at times, and others maybe not so much. It also takes a few more seconds of waiting just for the door to open. As with every other Tesla vehicle, the charging port is on the driver's side in the rear and is hidden behind a reflector. In 2016, the spoiler on the Model X was motorized, but since about mid-2017, it's now in a fixed position on the car. In the back, we have the powered liftgate. With the liftgate open, you can see that there's a good amount of space here. There's even a sub-trunk for extra storage. The third row seats can be put down flat for additional room as well. In total, the Model X has 93 cubic feet of cargo space. Unfortunately, in the United States, there aren't that many color options when designing a Tesla vehicle. You have 5 colors to choose from, and the color that is currently included in the price for the Model X is the pearl white multi-coat. But just like this owner did, you can always wrap the car in any color you want. Maybe one day we'll get the cool new colors coming out of Giga Berlin. This brings us to the interior. There are 3 different layout options giving you 5, 6, or 7 seats. The one we have today is a 6-seat layout. This gives you 2 full-size seats in the front, 2 full-size seats in the second row, and 2 smaller seats in the third row. I like this configuration the most, as it gives your rear 2 passengers a comfortable amount of room, plus 2 extra seats should you need them. This car has a white interior with the carbon fiber accents. The seats are perforated and are both heated and cooled. Very nice for those hot Arizona summers. Up at the top of the seat are some additional perforations, but under these are some small speakers. These speakers are used for active noise cancellation. This can make the interior of the car sound quieter. The Model X is also now using the yoke, which eliminates the shifting stalks on the right and left, and puts all of your controls right on the wheel. Shifting is controlled on the touchscreen by sliding up and down or with the capacitive buttons by the wireless charger. Behind the yoke steering, Tesla has kept the driver display. It's not a touchscreen, but does display your speed, a mini-map, your music, and the autopilot visuals. Underneath the center screen are the 2 wireless charger pads. There are USB Type-C ports which offer fast charging for certain phones. There's also an additional USB port in the glove box for your dashcam storage drive. You can find some storage space in the armrest and in this sliding panel. On the windshield are these sun visors. They're pretty thin but fold out to block the sun a little more. They stay in position using magnets on the camera housing. Tesla updated the interior on the doors and now features a door release button, which should be familiar to 3 and Y owners. Also adapted from the 3 and Y are the air vents. These are now electronically controlled through the touchscreen. Tesla's infotainment system comes with a lot of features, but doesn't support Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. The touchscreen is horizontal and measures in at 17 inches and has a resolution of 2200 by 1300. The computer running the infotainment in this car features an AMD Ryzen, which gives it more than enough power for doing everyday tasks. With over-the-air updates, Tesla owners are always in for a surprise with a new game or feature to download. One of the more recent over-the-air updates added the ability to play Steam games, so that's pretty cool. On your screen you will find the toy box, music streaming options with karaoke, video streaming services, and some silly things. Everything is controlled to the touch screen, though there are a few physical buttons, like the emergency button down here and on your door. In the second row we have these really nice full-size seats. While the material is perforated to match the front, they are only heated, not cooled. These seats also have electronic controls just to adjust the position as well, to move forward and back. Rear passengers also have their own touchscreen for adjusting the temperature, playing games, and adjusting the music. The air vents are integrated on the outside of the screen. You have 2 additional USB-C ports underneath the screen for charging. In the third row, there isn't too much room, but you could fit 2 smaller passengers. Believe it or not, these seats are also heated. There are also 2 USB-C ports back here. No extra passengers to ride? Well, fold them down and now you have all this space for your shopping or your dog. What makes the Model X Plaid go? What's under the hood? The Model X features a 100 kilowatt-hour battery. It's comprised of lithium-ion 18650 cells. When the Tesla revamped the S and X, they also redesigned the battery configuration and optimized it for high performance. The Plaid powertrain in this SUV is the same as what's used in the Model S, so it has the same 3 motors, permanent magnet in the front and dual permanent magnet in the rear. In some of the pictures online, it may look like there are only 2 motors, but there are 2 of them sandwiched together on the rear axle. They feature carbon-wrapped rotors, which helps them with thermal expansion under high heat. This trio of motors at full tilt use 760 kilowatts of power. As for charging, this car features a 12 kilowatt onboard charger and is capable of fast charging at up to 250 kilowatts. Though those 2 numbers don't sound as impressive after talking about the motor output. It also supports CCS charging, which you can get an adapter for in the Tesla shop. The air suspension has also been improved as well. You can now not only choose ride height, but also the ride feel. It can be automatically set into comfort suspension mode whenever autopilot is engaged as well. A heat pump has been added, which increases efficiency when driving in cold weather. This is a big upgrade from the traditional resistive heater and is likely a big contributor to the range increases we've seen on this car. Well, now that we've gotten to know the Model X inside and out, let's hit the road. Driving with the yoke is something to get used to. I first experienced it with the Model S Plaid, and here it is again, so I'll have to readjust. So as I mentioned earlier, you have to slide to change your gears. So if we're going in reverse, we're going to slide down. All right, and then to drive, slide up. Slowing down in the Model X is a breeze. With regenerative braking, all you have to do is let off the accelerator and the car will quickly slow down. Quick or sharp turns are made easy with minimal body roll. It's a great SUV for the whole family. These seats are very comfortable, and you also have lumbar support. And you also get that quick heat from the seat heaters. I really love the visibility of this large windshield and these large windows. Even though this SUV is heavy and large, it's still relentlessly quick. Oh my God! Wait, hold on a sec. I'm gonna stop for a second there and wait a second. I didn't even do like cheetah mode or anything. Holy, that was faster than the Model S Plaid. I don't think I launched the Model S Plaid correctly, because that was like a shock to me right now. Let's try a launch. Preparing for launch. Suspension entering cheetah stance. Ready to launch. Here we go. There goes the Plaid. The blood in my head is like rushing everywhere. It's so warm. I'm like, what do I even say? Of course, with all Tesla vehicles, you get autopilot, and you can purchase enhanced autopilot or FSD. To enable autopilot in this vehicle, you just push down on this button twice. The difference between autopilot and enhanced autopilot is that enhanced autopilot has automatic lane change, summon, and automatic parking. FSD is currently in beta testing and does require driver supervision. The Model X Plaid is fun, and it has unbelievable acceleration for an SUV. It provides good range and ample space for passengers and items. However, it does come with a high ticket price. The Model X drives very well and really is a high-tech car, so we'll have to see how it continues to hold up now that more electric SUVs are on the market, like the Rivian R1S. Thanks for spending time with me today. Make sure to subscribe for more EV content and follow me on social media at Kai's EV and Kai's Tesla. Kai's my dog. And check out my website for more EV resources at kaisev.com. That's all for now, and happy charging.